We are unmuted and we are live.
Soft clickers.
As soon as I went live, somebody followed me. That's beautiful. Wait, can I add that
Probably
to
from
the
the server.
chat?
It's probably from the server. I think. Yep, nobody even responded to you. Wow. Alright.
You want to put my live stream in the background there, Prim, and give me a second
No.
viewer? You
I think
can.
one of you is good enough for me.
I'm trying to find. It doesn't seem like there's a way for me to look at my followers, but like real time. Hey, we got a second viewer.
Just to let you know I did not connect, so that's not me.
I like how we have to say that. That sounds really sad.
I mean,
I mean,
we aren't
shit.
that fucking cool, so
Hey, I like to think I'm pretty cool. I'm not popular, if that's what you mean. By no means. Hey, I got a turtle. I don't know. Minecraft still has a really high viewer rating on Twitch, so I'm like, maybe. I was gonna do it on YouTube, so it would auto upload on YouTube after the stream was finished, because I am completely out of my saved videos. Also, why the fuck did I come all the way over here if I don't have a bed to sleep as Sithbell sleeps? I also probably need to, like, have some way to tune in and make sure the audio is correct, but I'm sure if it's not, I'm gonna get at least one person from the server that will watch me and tell me if it is if the audio is not good. I'm also like, I really want to put the server name in there because Fuckery MC is pretty funny. But if I put that in the title of the stream, I'm going to immediately be censored and shut down because of the way ads work now. And so I'm like, also, the only other person I could think outside of the server that might stop into the stream would be Summer if she was watching this. But at the same time, I guess if it is you, Summer, that is my second viewer in this. I got my Minecraft account back. Also didn't realize how. Oh, we're gonna put the dock over here. That's gonna be my mission right now, is to take out this hill with none of my tools. I need to put an ender chest over here. Shit, I am fucking this up from the start. Wait, why don't I just fly there? Why am I still content on taking the boat? I need to pull the map up. Where's Kirk's house? And Prim is gone.
bro, I've been gone for a while. I swear how you just now realized I was gone.
I was talking to myself. See, that's why I'm
Yeah, pretty
perfect for YouTube, is because like I do that regularly anyway.
His house. So you go to the map and you look at the very far right side. You'll see there's a second area for the dense dark oak forest.
I gotta pull up the map though, and
Come on, man, you're the one that needs it the most, I guess. I don't really barely look at it. It didn't really go anywhere.
oh shit, he's all the way over there.
Like I said, I don't know if that's his house. I'm assuming that's his house because there's no other house in the area, but That's why I was saying, like, whenever I looked at the map, that dense dark oak, I was like, "Shit, would that be considered part of my island too?" Because it looks like it's more connected to mine, and it's partially disconnected from the other island, but at the same time, it also looks kinda like, because they're both linked from rivers
I'm apparently
that
horrible
are
with directions.
yeah,
I'm sitting here trying to figure out, like, okay, I need to go southeast, and I'm like, no, that's not west.
or you just need to go south. Or you just need to go east, not south.
I mean, he's a little southeast.
Yeah, but he's mainly south. Or he's mainly east, Jesus.
I was about to say he's more east than south, yes. He's got his little cow set up. Okay, he stole potatoes from us. I'm stealing some sweet berries.
See, I wanted to buy his place, but he didn't have a whole lot, so I was like, nah. I ain't gonna be that kind of guy that just randomly just ransacks his place.
Well, I mean, that's against the rules, but he did send me a message in Discord that he took some of our potatoes, so it's only fair in my opinion.
But he's probably meaning like he probably like took some from the farm and replaced them, so I don't think it's really any different.
Well, I
Unless if
mean,
he did take it from our chest, which I mean at that point, yeah.
well, no, like he's got sweet berry plants, and sweet berries will regrow on their own.
Yeah, I know that, but like
Okay, where did I put that extra ender chest? Since
but
you've
I'm gonna
got
need a
one,
silk touch pick, man. Because like
I'm
I
gonna
need to
make
get a
you
hell
one.
of a
I
lot of
got
stuff.
one. Oh, I put the other one in the end. Fuck.
What?
I put the other, not in the end. I put the other ender chest in the nether because that's what I've been working on. I guess that's what I'm gonna work on first.
Well, you have a silk touch book?
Yeah, I have a silk touch pick.
No book. I mean, I need like a secondary silk touch pick to have, not like to borrow, because like I'm gonna be mining a hell of a lot of.
This is
I
gonna
want to
sound
melt stubble.
this is gonna sound really mean, but I was not offering to give it to you.
Yeah, I know. You were probably meaning like I can lend it to you for like 2 minutes or some shit like that.
No, I wasn't even offering to give it to you. I was just saying I have one.
Oh well, you can suck a fucking cock, bitch.
That's why I was like, I think you're misinterpreting what I mean by all this. Is like, I, I,
Yeah,
I was
you
not
can suck a
offering it
fatty,
to
bro.
you.
You can suck a fatty. Just like my fatty. I need one. Wasn't there a silk touch book in the fucking XP farm?
Maybe?
Do you mind checking?
No, I mean, I gotta head that way anyway, because I'm gonna start working my way backwards. Because also,
Alright.
I guess I'll need to tell Sithbel that, I'm gonna take some of those materials. She mentioned there were materials I could use for,
She's probably saying like those free materials in those chests.
well, I never assumed those were free. This Iron Golem is fucking all up in my shit. I never assumed the materials in those chests were free, just because, like it says
Like one
private
of those,
materials for the Nether,
yeah.
but like,
And my man is all like, sir, what are your business here? What do you do? Are you supposed to be here?
fuck. The Iron Golem?
Yeah, he's like, bitch, get out of here,
Are you supposed to be? Are you a resident? Fuck, now I sound like Trump. Are you a resident?
motherfucker. Okay, well,
But oh yeah, like on the part that's got all of the spruce, I plan on oh fuck, I forgot too that I've got it set up for travel
I'm not even
before I
talking
cut.
about just the spruce. I'm talking about like
Or not
that
spruce,
whole
birch.
thing.
Yeah, no, like the part that's for the part that's in birch I plan to fully enclose, and then the part that's coming from the hub I plan on just kind of doing rails and stuff so I can make sure stuff doesn't spawn, but I'm not spending my entire life trying to place down walls and shit
Yeah.
for the tunnel.
Just put it in like two things like slabs stacked not on top of each other, but like with a gap, so that there's only like either a half a block of space, so that like the baby shits don't come in and whatnot.
I mean, kind of like how they have it at the start of the tunnel, where like I plan on doing full guardrails. I like how I've also made up in my mind that I'm going to make it look pretty. Alright, I needed to go to the grinder first. Now, I'm not bringing it all the way back to you. I thought I was about to regret saying that.
I would be right back.
I Whew. I came in a little hot for that one. I apologize for the sounds to anyone listening. Okay, they're not here. And I didn't set my spawn point there in the town, so I'm gonna have to fly all the way back anyway. Yay!
Also, were you talking to yourself?
Yes, because I knew you were gone that time, but I've got to be entertaining for the video. There is not a Silk Touch book there. You will either have to buy one or enchant
I
another
saw
pick.
one. I thought I saw one last time. I guess somebody came by and snatched it. And I'll probably head over there later and fucking go at it.
But I was thinking there was one there too, and so I had gone ahead and not set my spawn over there, so even though I said I was going to work my way backwards. Or would this be forwards? I don't know. I'm just trying to get back because flying in this tunnel is absolutely atrocious at the current moment.
I gotta get rid of all of these trees on this side of the island. Fucking crazy. And then I gotta go and plant trees on the other side of the island where all the trees are not existent, in front of the northern um, dark oak forest. So that's gonna be fun.
I mean, hey, shit. Okay, we're gonna go with the Silk Touch pick because why not? I've got food, I've got rockets in case I have to yeet my ass out of there.
I gotta make it though to where I gotta do it to where it's naturally looking, like it's a as if it's a natural forest. I'm gonna have to start just randomly placing them, but in a manner to where they're not too close but not too far.
I got you.
And then I gotta light the entirety of this island, which is gonna be in and of itself the hardest task. Either I'm gonna light the entirety of it, or I'm gonna just make a path around it to like all the houses and stuff, and just like light the path, and that's it. But I don't know, I still gotta figure out what I want to do with that whole shebang. Yeah, by the way, I'm gonna be home till like Monday.
I got you. Unless we get completely snowed in.
Well, I mean, still, I don't.
The
See, I
highways
don't
would
think
be
we're gonna get.
clean by Monday.
I don't think we're gonna be that snowed in. I think they say, oh, they keep increasing it. Watch it end up being like fucking half an inch of snow.
I was about to say that's usually what happens is they say, "Hey, get ready for the snowfall of a lifetime," and then nothing.
Bet you if you go to fucking Food Lion, literally the shelves are empty because everybody just decided to buy the whole fucking store. About
Well,
like
not
2 years worth of supplies.
so okay. Like we needed groceries anyway, and so like also I wonder if I can hit that as a instant mine. Sorry, just like random thought of mine. Uh, like we needed groceries anyway, and
Yeah,
so we went to place. We really liked doing the Food Line to go orders just because they're simple and we don't have to go in the grocery store.
yeah.
And we placed it Tuesday night, and I couldn't pick it up until today. They were that busy with orders.
Like I said, bro, people be going crazy around storm time.
But it's not even like you said. It's not even a storm. I mean, and I hope it's 8 inches because boy, oh, have I been wanting some snow like that.
Well, I
Like,
mean,
you kidding?
on the
That's a
weather
child's dream.
like on the weather app, it says it's a national storm warning.
Well, yeah, it's there is a storm warning.
So I mean, technically, it is a storm. Might not be a big storm, but it is classified as a storm.
See, I was about to say, like, for me to classify it as a storm, I have to be scared for my general safety.
I mean, if you're blocked in your house for a fucking week, I'm pretty sure that's concerning.
Dog, that's 2020. What do you mean?
I mean, but still, you could consider that a storm.
The shit storm.
Yeah, bro. Like fucking hellstorm,
2021's
not
not turning out to
shitstorm.
be too great either for here in the United States.
Yeah, talking about a fucking revolution. I saw a
Fucking,
fucking GIF earlier. Uh, there's this news reporter outside of the Capitol building, and he was interviewing a bunch of people that were trying to rush in, and some lady got pepper sprayed in the eye, and so he was interviewing her. He was like, "Hey, what's going on? What happened to?" And she was like, "Oh, a cop sprayed me in the eye with pepper spray." And he was like, "Oh, a cop sprayed you?" And she was like, "Yeah." And then he basically started like he, at this point, like I'm surprised that they're actually just flat out saying it. Like he asked her what she was doing, and she was just like, "Oh, I'm here because we're rushing the Capitol building because of the revolution." I'm like, "Oh my god, bro, you're calling this a revolution? Like for what?"
well, and see, here's my thing, right? I'm I don't know if I should be proud of the internet community or deeply disturbed by it. I'm choosing proud that they've already got memes of this fucking shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, bro, literally, like the past few years, that's all that it's been is like an hour, not even an hour later, you automatically get memes. Like it doesn't take but like 10 minutes for somebody to stare at a screen and then realize
I know
something
how to make a meme out
funny
of
is
this.
funny.
Did you see the one that was sent in the meme channel on the Discord?
No.
Someone stole the fucking presidential podium out of the Capitol. And the picture in the meme channel on the Discord is the dude smiling ear to ear grin as he carries out this fucking presidential podium.
Oh, and which meme channel?
EDZ memes.
EDZ memes.
The way
Uh,
by the way, if you post memes there, the way I was described as what's too offensive is if your cool high school English teacher would be okay with it, then yeah, it's fine. But if it even makes you kind of cringe, then it probably would be smart to keep it to yourself.
yeah. Also, there's people in the general chat. I don't know if you wanted to switch over, just stick with this for now.
See, I'm not getting much feedback from them on if they would want to be in the stream, and I don't want to just hop in and be like, "Hey, I'm live on Twitch. Are you guys okay with that?" And have to make them either stay in silent and message me no, or I mean, I know I could send a message in the general chat too, but I'm also like, Also, I've made all of like 40 blocks of progress, and it already looks so much fucking better.
I'm still just chopping trees.
See,
I need to get it.
I had to
Yeah,
chop down less trees than that, or than I thought, because you see where the
well, yeah, but you don't have a project like I do,
well, no, like I thought I was gonna have
and
to
your
get a
area
lot
is
more
not
trees, but
your
like,
area is not weird like mine, where fucking trees are in a place that I wish they weren't, and the trees that should be in a place that I want them to be are not there. Like I wish I could just like take this terrain and legit just paste it somewhere else and then just like remove these trees but get the materials somehow. But I mean clearly I'm not a fucking magician.
well, no, like okay, so the what I'm meaning by like I thought I was gonna need more trees was where the birch is in the Nether. I thought I was
Mhm.
gonna have to tunnel a lot farther to meet where the road will end up, but where the birch stops is legit where the road's gonna end up.
Oh, you're talking about you needed to cut more trees. I thought you meant like clearing out your area
No, no,
here
no.
on your
Oh yeah,
island.
no. I'm gonna have a lot of fucking trees to cut for that. So yeah, I'm gonna be in the
Why are
same
you
boat
cutting the
there.
whole are you cutting the whole island?
I don't know about the whole island, but I will definitely be doing a lot of it.
See, I'm gonna be leaving a lot of it just because I only need like the main township area and the main like castle area. Beyond that, it's whatever. I will say though, I'm gonna have to figure something out with this terrain because there's these massive hills, and I don't know if I want to build like a township in these hills, or if I want to flatten it out enough to where it's like on a similar general field where it's like maybe a block or a couple of blocks higher in some areas, but it seems pretty extreme. I guess I ought to cut all the trees down first to judge whether I need this or not.
Uh, I'm, I'm gonna be like excited for Girk to call just so I can be like, "Hey, I'm streaming," and immediately hear him dip out.
Shit.
Wait, why am I filling all this in? I've just got to cover up this. I'll come back and fix the edges. Right now, I'm more worried about clearing this out. I've already got a shit ton of basalt, and I'm about to get more. Also, if anyone from the server watches this, you're welcome. Just kidding. I'm not an asshole like that. to people I don't know personally. Brim will tell you otherwise, but
I don't know what you're talking about, bro. You're like the jackass of the century.
and case in point.
I mean, you can't hide the truth, man.
You can't handle the truth. I think that's what they were shouting at the Capitol yesterday.
Hmm.
Nah, but okay, can we talk about some bullshit that I would like to get out about the Capitol? Why does this have to be a oh, I understand why it's a political thing, but why does it have to be? Like, I don't know. I would like to think that those were the actions of a few people and not the many. Because by the theories and death threats that I've received in the last 24 hours, it's like I was not in the Capitol. I did not do anything as a part of this. I think he's gone again. Yes, he is gone again. Entertaining content for days.
Bruh, you suck at fucking entertaining people.
Oh, trust me, I fucking know, dog, but this is keeping me from going nuts while I sit in my house for the next few months. The most social interaction I get is, yes, what kind of cigarettes would you like me to get out of the cabinet for you?
So I may be going home Saturday night now.
Why?
Because apparently my aunt doesn't trust any of the kids that we have for the weekend that do night. So she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have to get somebody. I'm gonna need you to come back to watch these idiots."
So basically, they've hired someone to do the job, but they still need you to sit there and make sure they do the job.
Yeah, because the kids for some reason don't know how to do anything apparently because like they always fuck up on something, and I am always the one that ends up catching them fucking up on that something. And I'm like, bro, do you even go to school? Like they make the stupidest mistakes on the stupidest things, and it's like, Brett, you've been working here for a month now, and you still don't know what you're doing.
I mean, fair enough. So are you just kind of there for, like, say someone needs something in the middle of the night?
Well, I mean, basically, or during the day,
Just whenever you're sitting there?
yeah, whenever I'm there, if they're like, "Oh, I need help with this or that," I'm basically the only one that's there. And my fucking aunt and my uncle live in their own house.
Fair.
But then the maintenance dude is doing his own thing.
Like, I didn't know if it was that or if it was just like emergency situations, take new people that are coming in, or because I assume it's like the one here back home with like 24/7, you guys are always there, just hit the bell.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, this one's different because we have people that work for us. We don't directly do it. At least not as much as we did before now.
Yeah.
Since we have people constantly day and night, we have the an actual person that works does day shift, and she just like she stays here, and then the weekend she goes home, and then the maintenance dude that does the night on the weekdays, and then the two kids that come for day and night shift on the weekends. And then sometimes, I do night or my uncle does night or something, or day or whatever.
I mean,
Usually if it's
shit.
day shift, my uncle does it.
I know a meth addict here in town that has experience working at the other hotel in town.
Yeah, but we see the only difference is we don't want to fucking have to deal with people that do shit like drugs and shit.
Because I worked with her when I worked in the grocery store, and that was her big thing. Like, she would go in the big cooler where I worked in the deli, and we had the cooler for like all the cheese and shit before we opened it to cut for people.
Mm.
And like, she'd go in there, she'd fucking snort a line of coke off of the like countertop,
Well,
and then
you guys didn't do drug tests?
yeah, but they were really easy to like get past.
Mm. See, at Walmart we don't do drug tests. I've never had. I've had to do one drug test, and that was not the first, but the second time that I went in. The second time that I worked there, before I had got before I had went in for orientation, I had to get the drug test. But that was literally the only time that I've ever had to deal with a drug test for Walmart,
I
which
think
is
I've
weird.
only, out of all of my jobs that I've done, I've only had to do one drug test. Wow.
Like back when I worked at UPS for that like week, they were like because I think I told you this story where there was this somebody I guess was smoking weed or something in the bathroom, and then one of the managers was
Yeah.
like, yeah, radioed everybody, and so I think that week they were trying to get all of us to do a drug test. But obviously, I didn't last a week because I had other shit that I was going on, so I couldn't fucking stick with him. Which I don't think I would have stayed with them for long, anyways, because that was a fucking night shift job, which was fucking hell. Because if I were to continue that job with my aunt back, because that was when my aunt was in India, so like, if when my aunt was back and I were to continue doing that job, I would not. I would have to like somehow leave in the middle of the night without anybody knowing, which is hard because my aunt tends to wake me up in the middle of the night if she needs help with shit. So if if she calls me and I'm not there, that'd be fucking that'd be hard. Because I mean, yeah. So yeah, I'm glad. I guess I could. I'm glad I kind of left when I did. Also, kind of wish I could have stayed because I mean it wasn't a bad job. Because I mean it was night shift, so it felt like it was a long. It felt pretty long, but at the same time,
See, I preferred working third shift just because it was like no one was coming in to check on us. I know that sounds horrible, and I swear we were doing our job. Because I mean, if we weren't doing our job, they would have been able to very easily tell up there since we were making car parts. But
Uh,
like, I don't know, like no one would come in and check on us. And so like,
See, like that UPS, they have like their set night shift staff, management and stuff, so they would come around. Obviously, night shift managers, they'll be doing their managing thing, but they'd also just sometimes be unloading trucks and stuff, just like we would. So I mean, they wouldn't check on us as much, but like they still would just make their rounds, like maybe once every night, just to make sure everybody's there and doing their job, kind of thing.
oh nah, see it. If you caught anyone that wasn't a line worker, like doing something on a line, like you needed to take a picture of that shit. Like no one was gonna believe you. Like
Yeah.
they believed it was their duty to just stare down on everyone else doing the other jobs.
And see, I think the way that UPS does like handles like like time off and stuff is so much better than Walmart. Personal experience, just because one, literally, I had my supervisor like his contact on my phone. So if I had I ended up calling him whenever couldn't work there anymore. I was like, look, bro, I have a lot of stuff going on. I can't really work here as much anymore. And obviously he's not gonna be able to do a whole lot. So he's like, yeah, it's cool, whatever.
Yeah,
But like I had him on like my contact, and so like there was one day where I had to go to. I had an exam because this was around December time. Like we we were getting our finals,
yeah,
and so I had a final that morning, and that morning, obviously, we all had the same schedule where we would come in at midnight and then we'd leave at 9 o'clock in the morning. And so I had to work, 12 to 9. And so he was like, or I told him, I was like, look, bro, I have this final going on. I got to take this exam, this, that, and all that. And so he was like, all right, well, just come in, work whatever you can, and then you could leave. And I wasn't the only one, obviously, because there was like a hand, like there was out of all the people that worked there, I'd say about 30% of the people that were there were actually like in college, because you can't work if you're in high school or anything like below college
yeah. You had to be
because
eight.
it's
You have
night
to
shift.
be 18, I think, in North. Like I guess I think you have to be 18 here to work third shift.
Yeah, but I mean, but
I
yeah,
mean,
so it
unless you
was
get
like,
like a court approval, of course. I know they've got a lot of court appeals that you can go through.
yeah,
Because
but I mean,
for
so
some
it was one of
reason,
the, yeah.
you go first.
I mean, I was just gonna continue the story.
Oh no, I was just gonna say the only reason I think that is because for some reason when I was a kid, I was like, oh yeah, I want to get a job, and I'd like looked into like what do I need as a 14-year-old to get a job.
Yeah, I don't think you can get a job at 14. I think that's classified as child
No,
labor.
14 is the youngest you can get a job.
Oh, well, I would anticipate that'd be considered child labor.
You have to go to court for it. Like you have to go in front of a judge and give a good reason to work. Like I don't know why at the time I was like, if I just tell him I want money for video games, he's gonna let me do it.
Yeah, I don't think it classifies as a good reason to work, because then
No,
you just be like, man, you go to your mom, just be like, Mitch, buy this mints.
but not like you have to give them a good reason, and then he will approve a work permit, and that work permit allows you to work at 14, and I believe get a driver's permit, like a provisionary permit. so that at 15 you can get your full provisional license.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, whatever. It is. But
Which
anyways, so
I wanted to
there's
I wanted to drive, but I was not that eager to drive that I needed it a year early.
yeah, so there was another kid that had to do the same thing. So he basically he left before I did, but basically like it was just like as long as you tell your supervisor you can leave. And so I just had to like write down the hours that I worked because obviously I wasn't in the system yet and I still wasn't by the time that I left, but I wasn't I didn't have like, a login or anything to clock in.
Yeah.
And so I just wrote down, how many hours I had so that I could get paid for the time that I worked and then, I left. But like their system is there's no such thing as like points where it's like, oh, if you don't show up, you get this much deducted or anything like that. It was legit just you can tell your advisor or you can tell your supervisor, hey, I got something going on, I can't make it. All right, cool. And that's it. There's literally nothing attached to it. It's just you wouldn't get your paycheck, obviously, because you didn't work. And I feel like that's the problem with a lot of like market areas, especially nowadays. Is like um, it's not enough that you're not getting paid for the time that you call out. It's that you're getting points. And I understand that it's important to show up to your work, to show up because you have an obligation to actually be present and actually work. But at the same time, it's one of those like it's one of those I'm not getting paid because I didn't show up for the time that I didn't work. And if it's something very important, like, with Walmart, you have obviously different reasons why you could be calling out sick. Uh, you have court date, you have school things going on, family related stuff, a death in the family, stuff like that. And so all of it you only get a point for. Like you would still get a point for. Like especially say you have a death in the family, I would presume that would be an excusable thing. Like if you could come in at least and like have physical proof, like saying that yeah you had a death in the family, then it could have been excused. But at the same time, but at the end of the day, you're getting a point. So it's one of those. Okay, well I'm basically getting a point from work because I could not make it because somebody in my family died. And that's not fair because I didn't plan this.
No.
You know, you can't atone for the like something as like out of the ordinary as like death of the family or like getting sick or something. Especially if you brought like a doctor's note or you brought like a note saying that this is what happened. You know, I would expect that to be excused enough to where you wouldn't get like a point or something for it. Now I understand if it's like you're calling it out because you don't feel like going or something stupid like that, yeah, you should deserve it. But if you have physical evidence that you did something like that happen, you should be excused from getting that point because at the end of the day, you might have wanted to go into work because you need the money, but you couldn't because you had an obligation to, you know,
A
your
funeral.
family because yeah, you had somebody so a death in the family, so you had to deal with that. You can't just let that be and go to work anyways. So I feel like a lot of like, especially like the commerce world, like places should really reconsider how their attendance policies and systems work, just because a lot of it's pretty flawed. Like they need to make it to where if it's a legitimate absence, you're not just saying fuck it, going to the mall with your friends. You have a death in the family. You're actually ill or something. If you bring enough evidence to prove that, whether it be if you're sick, and I mean this would be something that would probably be highly like discouraged, but you're sick, you show up to work just to show everybody that you're sick, or the more suitable option, which would be have a doctor's note or like have your
Yeah.
doctor
That's what I was about to
inform
say.
your
I mean,
manager.
I,
Like, that would be more suitable. Instead of getting a point, you have proof that you were absent because of a legitimate, um, issue that you yourself could not, do anything about, then yeah, you could definitely be excused from getting a point, or you could definitely be excused from having some sort of penalty against you. That way it doesn't like at the end of the day, it's not a nonsensical reason to get something like that, where it's like, oh, somebody in your family died. Yeah, you're getting a point because you didn't show up for work. No, somebody in your family died. Look, you came to us. You brought enough evidence saying that, oh, this is what happened. I couldn't make it to work. We're gonna excuse you for this absence. Like that's
and
my thing with the
that's kind of what Light did. Was they'd be like, hey, you're gonna get a point because you left. No matter what the reason, you're gonna get a point because you left. But if you can just bring us some kind of like, this is why, and like you said, it's more than just, I didn't feel like coming to work today, then by all means, yeah, take care of you know, whatever you need to take care of, and we'll get you figured out. And they were really good on like sick days as well. Also, do you need the diamond hoe? Kind of a
no.
sidetrack question. Okay.
If you had a diamond axe, I mean, shit. But no, no. If you had diamonds to make an axe, won't need that either.
We have 2 diamonds. If you want to try to, I mean, low key, you could probably send a message and just tell people, hey, come by the base and tell me what you need for 1 diamond. What did I come here for? I came for the hoe. I,
I mean, I'm about to like stop doing this because there's still quite a bit of trees. Yep, there's a hell of a lot of trees still that I need to cut down, so I'm just gonna hold off on the rest of these. There's a fucking pigman all the way over here.
I'm looking
You
at the
are a
map.
bit away from
Jeez.
your portal, sir. Yeah, you're a bit away from your portal, sir. Where'd he go? Where'd my man go? There you are. You're a bit far away, sir. Are you drunk? No? Okay, I'm out. My man's all the way over here, bro. What the fuck?
I like
Like,
how it
shit.
tells everyone when I join the chat room on my own stream. It's like, hey, this man's sad enough he sacrificed his phone and his computer for Twitch today.
Yeah. I also like how I cleared out like a small portion of this, and it feels like it's a lot, but when you look at the map, it's literally nothing.
Also, I'm about a sixth of the way done for an hour work.
Dude, I got so many fucking trees left. And then I gotta plant so many trees, dude. This is about to be hell. God damn. Like, if you looked at this area, right, you'd be like, holy shit, this is a lot of trees. You look at the map, it's like, oh, it's not that much.
Yeah. See,
Not a lot.
that's the only reason I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna completely clear out my island.
See, that's why I'm glad I decided not to completely clear mine, just because if you look at the amount of dark oak trees alone, like you would want to kill yourself because of the amount of bullshit that's there.
And I think they have fire spread turned off, so you can't even burn the whole thing down if you just wanted them gone, but not the wood.
Bro, if you come and look at our wood chest, bro, oh my god, the amount of oak that I have to make room for more.
I was about to say, it may be worth us also trying to go ahead and set up a storage room for it all. Just because I know I'm bringing back chests upon chests of netherrack and I'm not even picking it all up. Does someone have a... I'm gonna go down this little staircase because I don't want to take away somebody's, like, portal? If there's a portal down this staircase?
Bro, there's another threesome. No, there's a foursome over here. Never mind, they dispersed.
But I'm starting to think it was just for the netherite scraps. Good lord. I'm not even gonna fuck with this shit, because it's just starting to wind itself in circles. Also, everyone that subscribed to my channel from the server as well, only for this SMP shit. This is gonna be episode 1, and they're gonna go, what the fuck? He uploaded a 5-minute video just kind of catching up what was going on, and now he's gonna post what's gonna end up being like a 2.5 hour stream. I also think Prim's gone again. So we go back to awkwardly conversing with you, or with ourselves. Or I may just stay silent until he gets back because I don't know what to say. I'm gonna have to go back to the XP grinder soon. But I was hoping to get this taken care of. Get a fucking tweet notification from the governor thinking that it was a Twitch follow, me and my silly ass. Because I'm like, ooh, who followed? So I can be like, hey. It's just the governor. Do 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 do. Okay, so pickaxe is about dead, but I've got mending, and I'm hoping I can finish this up before going to fix it, which it looks like we will. Hey. We'll put it in a shulker box up here that I've got in the ender chest. Oof. And I'm not going to reset my spawn like I thought I was earlier. Just because it'll be more beneficial to me not to.
How's the awkward conversation going, huh?
Pretty good. We talked about what my plans are. Also just had someone fly past me at fucking Mach 8.
My bed's freezing, bro. Holy shit. Yeah.
Wait, you're in
I don't know.
bed?
Yeah, bro. I always play in bed when I'm at home.
I mean, fair enough. That's always like my thing during the day when like I finished everything and I'm just kind of chilling on my own. I'll put like Grand Theft Auto or something up on the big screen for my TV and then just kind of sit here and enjoy myself.
Damn, bro. Eric touches himself to Grand Theft Auto.
I'm also going to turn off. I'm going to turn my sounds completely off coming up on this fucking grinder with as loud as it is.
Also, I think I'm lagging because I'm in the third room right now.
Ooh. I I about died there.
But what yeah, bro, I'm lagging like yo, do you have another shelter box?
Yeah, I have both of them, but I'll be back shortly.
How much do shelter boxes cost?
Like 12 diamonds or so.
Try some lagging, bro. Oh no, man. I don't know about mining, man. I'm getting a huge chunk of lag because of where I am.
I mean, your audio cut out a little bit a second ago.
Yeah, my internet's not great back here, so it's struggling. I really need to buy an extender.
I thought they were coming to fix your internet.
No, remember? Well, that's at the budget. That's not here.
Oh,
No, here I gotta wait on my uncle to be like, "Yo, I need some internet over at Bakun Hotel." Yeah, bro. How do you empty this thing out? Then?
what?
This little, I have no clue what you call this thing that the villagers are putting the shit in. Oh yeah, I'm sitting in it.
Oh, I mean, well, you can put any organic material in it yourself and it'll fill up more. So like if you put carrots or potatoes into it, it'll fill up more and once it gets completely full, it'll give you one bone meal. All
Wait,
right.
but then how do you get the carrot? How do you get the potatoes and stuff out of it?
You don't get the potatoes out of it.
What you told me the other time, you were like, "Oh, they put it in here, then you get potatoes out with it."
No, like if it was talking about me making a food farm with them, they drop the potatoes on the ground. Like they'll drop, let's say they break it and it gives you 3 potatoes, then they'll only pick up one
Mhm.
and then they'll drop the other ones on the ground. That works. I got a decent enchantment
Oh
on my
God, I'm
hoe.
lagging. I'll close out the map.
I'm coming back and I'll give you one of the shulker boxes just because I'm only going to need one,
I might
especially that close.
have.
Fuck, though I didn't grab any. What shit. I'm also going to turn my sounds back on because this is unsettling. There we go. Okay, you're close.
I closed Steve. I
I'm
don't know
gonna
if
give
that's
you.
doing a whole lot. Jesus Christ, you just came out of nowhere.
I told you I was coming back.
And now I can't open it. Yeah, but I'm lagging like a motherfucker.
Oh,
I don't know how. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play the rest of the night, bro. This shit's annoying. So this is the one that I can use.
yeah. I've also already filled up 3 of these chests with nether items, and I've maybe got, like I said, a third of it done.
Bro, we're gonna need another chest for all the wood that I gotta cut down, bro. That's like a lot of logs. I already have a row, almost 2 rows of just a regular oak logs right now. And I gotta, I don't even know if I want to do this or if I want to go place a bunch of tree saplings down in the like non uh, forested areas over here. There's a huge part of the land that doesn't have anything
Oof, I hit a
over
lag
here.
shot. Okay.
Okay, well, all the villagers are okay. Whoop. I am lagging. I am continually lagging.
For all those curious, that's his internet, not the server.
Yeah, it sucks, guys.
It really does.
Well, I guess since I can't really do a whole lot, I'm just gonna start building.
I like how I flew all the way here thinking like, oh yeah, this'll work, and then immediately realized, oh shit, I uh, I need a bit of distance to get home.
Also, if you're planning on continuing this road, like the default road that spawns in villages,
Yeah.
you're gonna have to remove a huge chunk of it since half of it leads to God knows where.
I
And
mean, the only thing I thought is like maybe expanding it for that, but I don't want to cut off an entire chunk of your island by walling in all of that. I'm also gonna message somebody on Discord real quick and make sure.
Well, you're gonna have to like kind of reshape this because I'm placing a building on the road
That's fine.
right now.
Like, I'll get the roads taken care of.
This one's gonna be a small.
Put that over the map for a second, just so I can still see chat in case somebody talks to me.
So I can put a fucking trapdoor on top of this.
I'll
Bro,
replace
yeah,
these
I'm
if
on.
it's not,
So
but
just waiting till like 2 o'clock.
I'm gonna go through the end to get back to you quicker because I only have 7 rockets and that is not enough to travel that whole distance. Why did I go through that portal? Because I went back to the spawn hub. I'm doing too much at once. I'm talking to you on Discord, talking to somebody else on Discord, trying to watch a stream chat and play a game. Hey, hey. Just sleeping with the villagers. Why did the villager give me a potato?
He's like, for your troubles, gift you a bucket.
Wake up in the morning and they give me a fucking potato.
I'm gonna fucking yeah. Midnight here, so that means probably in LA or the West Coast.
What?
Man, it's like uh 12 a.m. here, so man's probably the West Coast.
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's important, but that is good.
Well, no, the one dude was asking like when the cert, like if he AFK'd and how long until he was kicked.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that the other dude was like, it's 12 a.m. here.
Yeah. That's
Well,
why
but
like
see, now that's confusing because you said Because you said it's 2 a.m. The other lady said it was 3 a.m. Well, what if, or he slash she is in another area? Like
When it,
there maybe.
that's what the that's why I've started trying to put EST on times, Eastern Standard Time. So like if we're saying our time, we would say like it's 2 a.m. EST here.
Bro, honestly, I'm just ready to wake up and see like a white feather of snow and hear the fucking snowplow going right behind my house.
Yeah.
I always get woke up by that motherfucker. Fucking chains like slamming the fucking concrete. It's like covered in snow and ice. I don't know. I just get me every time.
See, it's one of those, it always woke me up as a kid when it snowed here and that thing would go by. And so like I'm waiting for the obligatory like wake me up at 4:30. Well, it's not even supposed to start. I guess no, they changed it at 3. It wasn't supposed to start snowing till 5 at one point. So I guess yeah.
See, it wasn't. See, for me, it showed it was going to start to snow at 2, and then it moved up to 3.
See, I checked it
Also,
it was like 5 yesterday, and then when I was at work I checked it and they said 3. So I skipped the 2 a.m.
yeah, I checked it this morning. So. Also, I like how this view goes straight into a mountainside. Like, there's literally nothing but dirt. You just look at the window, it's just dirt.
I'm building over like a probably 100 block drop. No, not 100 because I'm at Y100. Probably over a 60 block drop. And the only thing that's gonna fuck me up is I just heard a ghast. Which, by the way, creeper damage is turned off, but gas
Yeah.
damage is still on.
Oh shit, it is.
Yeah.
See, every time I get shot by gas, I never really noticed the gas damage.
The only reason I noticed it was because when I was earlier when I was playing, I was like, "Hey, is is gas damage turned on?" And they were like, "Yeah, why?" And I was like, "Well, I I wanted to know why a big chunk of my slabs were missing."
Put this around your answer.
What am I doing?
So many birds. I don't need birds. Wait, who made bird stairs?
I made too many.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't remember making bird stairs. But yeah, I like how I made this like um slab, this layer of slab inside of the house before you get to the roof. It's like become an iconic part of this village build now because this is the second place I put it, and I'm probably just gonna continue doing it to all the houses here. Like I don't know if you saw it whenever you were here, but
No, I did not. I just
uh,
about shit myself a little because I I didn't realize that it was gonna drop off at all.
Oh, whenever you come back to the village, come into the house, and you'll look up, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Gotcha. You know what I'm like about the only thing I miss from Mine Superior?
What?
Being able to fly. Because like building this road would be 50 times easier if I could just fly the whole way.
Getting on top of buildings would be a lot.
What?
I got scaffold. So getting on top of buildings would be a lot easier if I had fly, but I could just use scaffolding now.
Yeah, like I was excited when I saw that you had gotten a bamboo for scaffolding.
Because like I have to do a lot with the top stuff. Scaffolding. I'm also glad because my whole wall design, like building them walls, because I'm gonna be building them pretty high enough to where it covers up most of the land from the hills and stuff. Since I'm not gonna change the terrain as much as we normally do, where we make it like the same level or like a block or so higher. I'm trying to keep the terrain as naturally formed as it is. And like for the main areas, yeah, I'll change the terrain to where it matches levels. If not, it's like not drastic changes. But
Jurassic, like Jurassic Park.
I mean, them dinosaurs fucking stuff. Evolution, bitch.
But I don't believe in evolution.
Yeah. It's alright, you're in my way. Villagers all open my Gabriel. I also gonna slash craft. Even I hardly used it. It came pretty handy.
I was about to say, the stuff I miss is just the stuff that made everything easy.
So I would have to run back and forth a lot. These fucking crafting things sure have to get before you put it here and pick it up before I call it. I will say though, I'm surprised at how easy these houses make.
Because they are literally 100th of your normal builds.
But yeah,
Well, you can screw straight off.
dude,
Skeleton.
Jesus Christ, the amount of people at this door to go into the place. There's so many villagers just huddled at this door to go in. And they're just blocking the door. They're not even like letting each other in.
So you can now use the birch stairs for like going back to the town. It's not fully connected yet,
Mm.
but it will be once I have the tunnel fully finished.
Um,
But the road is accessible. Not wheelchair accessible because we don't have wheelchairs in Minecraft, but
I don't know that. Maybe we just, don't have like. Maybe they just haven't had the willpower to make them yet. Or maybe you just haven't seen them because you just never used it. Also, how big are the mini blocks that we're
uh,
using?
they look like heads.
Are they just like, do they like connect with actual blocks, or just are they just heads?
I mean, they look like actual blocks.
But do they connect like actual blocks like in the corners, or is it
No,
just?
no, no.
Because that's what I was looking for earlier. Was like because this one building, the roof, the way that I have the roof is like the edges of the roof are dark oak planks. Like I'm pretty sure you've seen. And then
Yeah,
the whole like space of the roof within that is oak. And the building that I just made, the roof is a bit odd because obviously you have the four different sides. Because I consider that like the center building. So I had the roof, like you've seen what the roof,
yeah.
where there's a small four sides. And the way that I needed to make the top, I couldn't because the side ones are smaller. Like the peak of the roofs are smaller than the peak of the center one, and because I had the little dark oak planks like on the edges, it was a connecting all the way, but I didn't want it to like not have it on the lower roofs because that looks fucking weird. And so I tried so many times to have the other roof like the same level, but it didn't work. So I had to make a dip in it so that it looked continued. But it kind of looks weird from like a certain angles, just because you don't see the top of the other one, just because it's covered by that regular oak.
My ring
I have no,
finger hurts.
I have no clue if you followed any of that, but
I mean, I loosely followed it. You know me, I've got to really see it to understand. But like I said, also my ring finger fucking hurts. The only thing that would make any of this faster, honestly, would just be have like being able to use the community beacon. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, there's a beacon that you can rent out,
yeah, I saw.
but it's been rented for, I guess, however long I've been on the server by the same dude.
Christmas.
It was after Christmas. It was after the New Year when I joined.
I said 12:25. Like when I checked earlier today. There goes that.
Yeah, but you gotta think though, I was still vetting servers to join when I took their invitation to the Discord channel.
I know, but I'm just saying there was a sign that said 12:25 earlier today when I checked it.
Where are the signs?
Like, you know where the portal to the mining world is?
Yeah.
Right next to it, I saw it says community
Oh,
beacon.
oh. I thought you were meaning like a sign for when I joined the server.
Oh no, I mean
I was like, who
no,
the fuck out here putting
it,
signs about when I joined the server? I didn't give
the
them
beacon.
permission.
This is how I found out there's a freaking community beacon. It was like this dude rented it 12:25. Like, Jesus, bro. Why not just make your own beacon at that point?
2 weeks tomorrow. That's something else I plan to do soon. But I've got to find a,
You mean today, technically?
well, I said soon, not today.
No, you said 2 weeks tomorrow. Technically, you mean today? It's 12:15.
Yeah, if you want to get technical.
Have it up.
I mean, I guess you are going for a technical degree.
Okay, don't make that noise, please. You sound like a freaking weeping cat.
You obviously do not have cats then.
No shit. If you know me, you know that I can't put cats. Literally, you know me for freaking. 9 years.
Fuck, have I known you that
Yeah,
long?
yeah, freshman year, high school. Did 9 fucking years. This is our 5th year in college.
Damn. Why the fuck have you put up with my bullshit this long?
Don't ask me, bro. I still question that to this day.
Wow.
Just joking.
Nah, I died.
Yeah, I see that. Where did you die?
Right outside the path.
The
This is a regular occurrence. As someone's watching, of course, that's when someone would start watching. No, not when not when not when I've successfully been going for an hour and a half, no deaths. They're watching as I die. I'm usually not this bad at this game though. A, A, A.
B C D E F G.
I gotta figure out where I fell.
Didn't even acknowledge that.
I listened to you, but I.
Oh god.
Okay. I got all the important shit at least. If there's anything else that's gone. I got my elytra, all of my armor, all of my tools. As I about did it again. I even tried to like set off my elytra, and the game was just like, nah. Okay.
Yeah, the electro's pretty tricky in the game.
I come back and dump off some of this nether material and grab those birch stairs and slabs. Also follow me real quick. Priam.
Hmm?
Follow me real quick. I just
Uh,
want to point out in case you do it. I mean, I have full intentions of doing it. Where did you go? I have full intention of doing it, but just in case you end up doing it, like, I'm waiting for you to spawn in. This is as wide as I plan to make our tunnel.
yeah, my lagging ass is sick.
Yeah, you've spawned here. Yeah. This is as wide as I plan to make the tunnel, and I plan to rip up this edge section of slabs and put the walls for it here. I mean, of course, I've thought about like digging into the wall to put some depth to the walls, but I've got to raise this up one more level.
No, I got a fucker after me. Like, so I can tell if he's actually like. Okay, now I don't have to go through this bullshit anymore.
Nah, that's why I was like, that was my first priority. But if you go all the way to the end, uh, which I don't expect you to do now, but I've I've started clearing out the very end, and I've just got this little bit to finish right here. But I'm taking this up as high as I can dig while standing on the road.
Oh, you're missing some blocks in the
Well, yeah, because I died right here.
uh,
It was legit. You saw that double placed slab?
yeah.
I double placed and my brain went shit and like panicked and I fell through the hole that I was trying to fill with that slab. I mean, realistically, we weren't far from the road.
Kind of run back. Kind of. Well,
Like, realistically, we
yeah.
weren't that far from the road. It was just the road ended, and before we had elytra, the only way to really get through was to build that bullshit we made. Come on up here. Yeah, yeah. Try me. Try me. Come on, do it again, bitch.
Yeah.
Suck it. We're back to entertaining content with fucking insanity theory over here. Fucking making zigzags in the ceiling. Also, the road pisses me off if you haven't noticed it yet.
Which one?
The server road.
Yeah. Trying to hit everybody up over there.
Well, no, have you noticed it's not even?
What do you mean?
Like, it's not straight diagonal pieces. No matter what point you go to, when you reach the end, there's two slabs on the edges of the slabs on either side.
Like,
But I'm not gonna carve out an extra layer of slabs for the whole road.
uh,
I also like how I referenced to the person watching and they left immediately. They were like, this noob died. I'm good.
So,
I'm also trying to find a game I think I can speed run easy, because that would be an easy way to gain a lot of attention and followers really quick.
yeah, bro, you literally have the game Metro.
That's not an easy fucking like speed run.
Yeah, it is. Bro, you talking to the dude? I played it in 9 hours, and that was because I literally checked every corner of the map for ammo, because ammo is the main currency of the game. If I didn't check like all the corners, I would definitely beat the game in like six
Like,
hours.
hold up,
Top-
Metro Exodus.
No, just regular Metro. Even Exodus, honestly, like I could have probably beat that real quick. Like if you don't do any of the side stuff, and you don't, for Exodus like specifically, if you don't care about your outcomes, you can speed run it quick,
I
even if you
also
do all the stuff.
I also didn't realize that Games Done Quick was this week.
Hmm?
I didn't realize Games Done Quick was really or up this week.
Mm,
Have you ever watched GDQ?
no.
It's it's basically just a speed running event for like a week, and it's 24/7 for a week straight, and they raise money for a charity.
Hmm.
Also, Metro 2033, Last Light, 2033 Redux, Last Light Redux, or Exodus.
Well,
Those are the only ones on speedrun.com.
huh?
Those are the only ones on speedrun.com.
Well, yeah, because those are the only games Metro's made.
So
I mean, the only,
2033 is the first one you're talking about.
yeah, 2033, which 2033 had it was that was the original one, but then they remade it to the Redux, and they Last Light was the same thing. They remade it. I believe they remade that to the Redux too.
Uh, the current speedrun world record for 2033, just the first one that came in 2010, is 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 57 seconds.
Yeah. So like I said, you can easily beat that game quick.
Dog, that's going to be incorporating glitches and like knowing exact placements. If I was to ignore ammo, you could maybe get a 6 hour speed run on your first try, and that's last place.
Yeah. So like I said though, Metro, because the thing with Metro is their storyline is intense, but overall their playtime, if you're not going to do anything on like side related, their gameplay itself is short. Like their story itself is pretty short.
If we're talking
That's why.
about if we're talking about Redux, which is the first one on PC, which is the one that I could get, it's an hour and 23 minutes.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying Metro as a general. Metro in general, it's it's a game where it's like, and I honestly don't understand why they didn't like broaden at least the first two games out like they did with this Exodus, where they had like Exodus has DLCs to where you can play as two separate storylines, but the regular Metros didn't have DLCs, and I wish they did because the story is really good. Like that's the main reason why I really enjoyed playing the entirety of the Metro series, is because the main story they like follow is really good. It's just it's it's quite quick once you play it first time around. Like I played it the second time, it was a breeze.
See, I mean, we could do Minecraft 1.6.4 on a set seed, because it's speed run. If you want to be in the top 20, which is what really matters, you have to get below a 6 minute 57 seconds on easy, no F3, and Optifine only.
See, I don't necessarily I wouldn't consider the Minecraft something to judge upon in terms of speed run.
I would.
Because like the game's been out for so long, like anybody could probably just speed run it.
Well, I mean, I think you're really like negating how intensive speedruns are.
I don't know. I don't. I'm just. I have no idea. Just,
Like, I mean, the GTA 5 speedrun, like, fuck me on some of that shit. But then, like, if you're looking at Minecraft, like, that one's easy. You just gotta learn the pathing. I say easy after just saying I think you're taking away from speedrunning. But, no, it's like, there's some games you can just learn the pathing. There's not any extensive glitches you need to know, or like anything crazy that goes along with it. It's just learn that pathing, learn how it works, and just push. I think the biggest glitch for the Minecraft speed run is just killing the Ender Dragon with a bed. You have to get like perfect block placement on the Ender Dragon for him to die. And then you're have you seen the Dream speedrun controversy right now?
no,
Uh, Dream. Do you know who Dream is?
I do not.
He's become popular for Minecraft in the last year. I'll say the last year. COVID really did him well with his viewers wanting something and growing a quick fan base. And like he got Notch to respond to him on Twitter, and Notch played with him a few times, and so that got him his audience. And then like I mean, just from there he started getting into like hunter versus hunted gameplay, and he would have like four of his friends all try to kill him while he's trying to speedrun the game.
Yeah.
And then he did that for a few months, and then he just said he got bored of it, and so he was going to go to normal speedruns. And they found out he was cheating.
Yeah.
He went into the config files. Allegedly, he still denies it all, but there's very heavy bias on his run. Like his run's 1 in a trillion chances of happening. That like the first 3 blazes he killed gave him all the blaze rods he needed. And that's where the controversy comes from, where I was saying controversy, because he's still denying that he edited any of the game files and that he should still have, because he only got 6th place. But that's where people are like, yeah, you cheated because you're getting really upset over 6th place. But I don't know. To me, it doesn't matter. Like, I've got friends that it's a big deal to them.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he made a mockery of the speedrunning community, and I'm like, I mean, not really, but that's how you feel. I'm sorry.
I mean, just play the game, play the game.
Well, and I'm like, yeah, I don't believe his run should be validated unless he can prove the files for that run. And since then, they've made you verify your files. So, like, before you start the run, you have to open, show your config files, and your mod menu, so that they can make sure and unequivocally prove that you're not using anything other than a Optifine for your run.
Is it just for Minecraft though?
What do you mean?
Like, is that config check just for Minecraft?
Well, I mean, I don't think so. Like I said, I'm still really new to speedrunning as far as speedrunning goes. Like, I've been watching them for 2 years, and I'm still considered new in the community. Uh, I'm sure there's a lot of games you have to prove that it's unmodded, like, because you have to fully record your speed run. You can't just say, "Oh, I sped run the game," or like I speed run the game at this fast, and they go, "Okay, you've got the new world record." You have to record the entire speed run, meaning like the GTA 5 speedrunners have to submit a 6-hour video and they watch the full 6 hours and verify. But which there's no way the speed run for GTA will be touched. Well, I say that, but I forgot that I'd seen a new thing that was discovered today for the speed run. But uh, like with GTA specifically, you have to show the loading screen from when you hit new game as you move forward, because there's a like a loading circle that'll pop up that's different, and they can prove if you're modded based on your loading circle.
Crazy though.
Some of like the older Nintendo games, you have to tell them whether it was an emulator or the original game. Like if you're playing off a cartridge or an emulator. And if you're playing off an emulator, you have to prove you purchased the game at some point.
Yeah, shit.
What?
You don't want no turns. Shit. Then that was so good.
It falls back on them if they allow torrented games. Uh, just because they can come to them and say, hey, you're hosting illegal activity and you didn't report it. Why did you not report it? I just noted Oh, I just saw. I had a message in the Twitch chat and I didn't say anything about it.
Mm,
But nah, it's crazy. Nice skeleton.
never just-
I've been live for 2 hours.
Fuck already.
Yeah.
Wish I had Optifine. Game to download it.
But his message was the paths look way better. Wow.
Fuck. Where were you?
On the stairs.
During time?
Well, I just got a message on on Twitch, and the guy was like, "Want to be famous? Buy followers here."
God damn, I'm gonna die. I really need to like find this goddamn low trust shit. Okay, can somebody sleep please? I'm trying to see it.
Well, I know which wall I'm putting up first as well, because I just had a gas try to
Thank you.
fuck up everything. Alright, I'm done fucking with gas.
Let's see if this looks good. So the bottoms are really thick with the dark oak. So I tried adding something to the top, but I don't know if it will turn around and look at the building. That roof. I don't know if it looks good or not. It looks weird to me right now.
I mean, it it looks kind of weird from the sides, but really good up front.
Yeah, well, Alright, stay up there. Now check it.
See,
Check it from the
that looks a little
side.
better.
Check it from the side too, I guess. Like, wherever you were.
Yeah. I mean, that just looks smoother, is the only thing.
You can see like the thickness here. It looks like it's 3 layers thick. Just because there's the stairs on the top, the slabs on the bottom. These
Yeah.
are stick out parts. But there's that, and then at the top it looks a bit thick, so I don't know. Need to change.
I'm gonna dump off all my shit. So definitely tomorrow I should be able to finish up the path. Just because a lot of it's already open space and that's just going to be placing guardrails. If people are going through as fast as I do, which is the only reason I'm doing it, is because I've had a few people say, like, either A, it was difficult to find the entrances and stuff, where you had to follow, like, my weird cobblestone breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
No, shit. I just have to fly out of there because there's so many pigs I cannot open one of the fence gates. I've been trying to farm them up as I've had the opportunities because I just made 6 new pigs, so we have 18. I'm low key kind of sad that they have entity cramming turned off though, because I'd make a cow crusher in an instant. I
Oh
mean,
shit, they had that shit turned off. Because I was gonna make one of those for cow, pig, and chicken.
yeah. Or
I was gonna make
it's set so high that it's unachievable.
one for my kingdom thing. I was gonna make like a little deli shop. You just come in, open the chest, and it has pre-cooked meat, pork, and chicken.
Make like, yeah. I also found out that plots in the shop don't cost money. You just have to find somewhere you're not gonna fuck with somebody else's area.
Yeah. Yeah. Although I'm thinking about just making a shop here in this area, like in my main kingdom village.
See, I've thought about doing that kind of. I was thinking about doing that over where Girk was, but I I might do it in that desert part of the map, kind of close, and we can have another port going off. Make like another town, make a reason for people to come out here.
See, I'm going to do it here just because then that gives me something to put here in this village or in my castle area.
Yeah,
So you can actually come to see.
I'm probably gonna die doing this. No, I didn't. Hey, I took 5.5 hearts of health doing it, but
Yeah, you see that roof design though, where it's like they have the like little
can you see me?
slabs. Yeah.
I took 5.5 hearts of damage to get up there.
Wait, you see this?
Yeah.
The slab thing?
Yeah.
I did that with all of them. The other two.
Yeah.
And the center house looks really good with it.
Oh yeah, I mean I've liked that because it adds almost like a loft style to it.
But
Because
you gotta
then
remember this is contemporary shit. Does it
I
look like a medieval style?
yeah,
To me, it doesn't seem dark enough. I don't know. There's a dark oak kind of covers them.
is there another wood chest? Yeah, but we don't have any there. Because what I've seen you can do too. Why am I doing this by hand? I have an axe. I'm doing this too, realizing that I'm going to be using a lot of these materials in my own build. Because this won't stay just because it doesn't fit here. But oh, and of course you can't do it. Oh, fantastic. Oh, you have to do it on the backside. Oh. So, come here real quick.
Where's here?
That center house. I had to do it on the backside because I've never done this on, like, myself. You can do that, but you can place ladders on it. Wow.
What the fuck? Wait, then how do you get up?
Well, and that's what you would have to place it. Like, hold on.
Well, I mean, you don't need that because that's not an area that I've intended people to actually climb up
No,
to
I'm
get
just
out.
saying, like, I've seen this mechanic and I want to implement it in my own builds. But you do that, and then you have to place the ladders on the side the blocks were on. And you would go up, and then you would have, say, a half slab here. So then you'd go up, get on the half slab, and you would have your walkway.
Or, you could just use staircase.
Yeah. But calling the stream here.